fields. That's right, 7 of them for the big league club and the minor leaguers as well. Here in game 2 of the Grapefruit League schedule, Tigers enjoy a 3-1 lead. And Peter O'Brien's going to lead things off for Atlanta. He's serving as the Braves' designated hitter today. Dario Agrazal is the new Tiger pitcher. He follows Matt Manning. Boy, he's got a live arm. He's one of the former #1 picks the Tigers have that they hope will be anchoring their rotation in the seasons to come. He pitched 2 innings of 1 unearned run ball today. So Agrazal delivers a strike. Paul Bird's been very busy today, and it wouldn't be spring training without a check-in with Birdie and Andrew Jones. Birdie?
No, you got it. We've been down here in the corner of the dugout talking, discussing things. And for you back in Atlanta, pitchers you'll see on the dugout, they're spinning the baseball, they're working on grips, they're looking at the hitters. But hitters, especially future Hall of Famers, are sitting here, we're down in Florida, like gators lying in the weeds, getting ready to pounce. So Andrew Jones is right here studying the pitchers. He's studying our pitchers. He's studying Detroit. What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, first of all, you got videos, you guys got reports, so you got an idea what the pitcher's going to do. But, you know, when you come to the game, you just got to watch the game no matter what. That's why you're going to learn that you're going to get good jumps. So you're going to see where the guy's going to throw the breaking pitch, the slider. You know, everybody have a different way. Sometimes they drop down a little bit on sliders. Sometimes they start to stay up top on the curveball. So it's a lot of stuff to look for. But, you know, spring training, all you're trying to do is just, you know, trying to go out there and have a good at-bat and try to get the feeling of you know, just hitting the ball.
So one of the things as a pitcher, you may not tip your last start. It may not be on video, but you may start tipping that day. So certain guys may come up higher on that day, particular day. You may not have your breaking ball, so you may start having a tell to get a better grip. When you guys pick that stuff up, do you tell your buddy?
Maybe one of those guys that you know is not going to go to another team.
A guy that doesn't have too many friends. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, you know, you're just going to keep them limited. You know, you're limited to a few guys that you know is not going to go to another team, and that's how they spread out. Because, you know, when you start talking about it, the pitcher's going to know about it, and, you know, the pitcher might know somebody from the other team, or he might go to another team, and, you know, you lose a couple good hits.
I love that. Hey, as a pitcher out there too, I'm watching hitters. Same thing goes. You help buddies out, guys on your team. And then there's some guys like Derek Jeter who did not want to know what's coming. He had his own game plan at the plate. Are there hitters like that still?
Well, yeah, no doubt. I mean, you know, you still like, sometimes Acuna, I come back, he say he didn't know what the pitch was. And you got to go look at the video, see what happened. So a lot of guys still have stuff like that in their mind, and you know, they just go out there and see the ball and hit it. Doesn't matter if it's a breaking pitch or nothing. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I know the pitch is gonna throw me, you know, 8 out of 10 breaking pitch, I'm not gonna look for fastball. Trust me that. I'm not. So, you know, everybody's always gonna say, you know, look fastball. But I know if the guy's gonna throw me slider, I'm not gonna go out there and look fastball.
You even mentioned looking at the catcher from over here, and if he scoots up, what are you looking for?
Well, I mean, it's screwed up. You can probably look for sinker or maybe a breaking pitch. You can see sometimes the catcher lift their butt out. They're gonna, you know, this for base running. You know, you see sometimes they lift their butt out. Now there's so many framing, so you don't know. They sit on their knees, so you don't know if they're gonna throw a breaking pitch or a slider. So sometimes you see the catcher lift their butt up. You know, he's gonna look for a breaking pitch. So if you're a base runner, you can get a good secondary lead, or you know if it's gonna be a breaking pitch, you can steal. So it's a little stuff they still do in the game, but you know. Baseball getting so much advanced now, so you know, we're just trying to teach them the right things, and hopefully they can get it.
Speaking of teaching, I've noticed like Pache, others coming down here. Are you passing this information along?
Well, we just talk about the game, and you know, trying to, you know, little things that can help.
There you have it. Thanks for your time. Inside the mind of a future Hall of Famer during the game. You can't get this anywhere else. Chip.
Might be Jeff's and my best major league inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 6th. Well, Braves country, we touched on this yesterday. One of the many things the Braves have done so well is honoring their past in this beautiful new spring training facility. On Tuesday, one of the entry roads to Cool Today Park was named for Henry Aaron. Hank Aaron Way. What a wonderfully fitting tribute for that Braves and baseball legend.
Yeah, that was, you ever get a chance to be around him, it's just, you know, you get awestruck by many people, but I think every time you're around him, you just feel so lucky.
And Terry McGurk was the MC for that ceremony outside the ballpark. As that one's lined back to the mound by Jack Lopez. Agrazal with a terrific grab on a bullet hit right back through the box. Not many pitchers are ready for that this early in spring.
You talk about PFP. Look what I found. Nice piece of hitting, but great play.
So check the webbing. Good result for Agrazal. And tough luck for Lopez. Here's Grayson Genista. Took over for Freddie Freeman at first base a few moments ago. The other thing that was so cool about that video we just showed you was a point you made off air. It wasn't just the Braves front office and Henry Aaron. It was everybody in uniform that took part in that ceremony.
Yeah, and the cool thing, talking to some of the guys, it wasn't one of those mandatory things where they kind of tell you this. They found out Hank was coming, and they all kind of said, hey, we're going out there.
It was great.
Yeah.
Genista didn't get it. Good breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Little number hit toward third. Run, Grayson. And not in time. Legs out an infield hit. .6'4", 210 is Grayson Genista. He legs out an infield roller. Braves have a base runner here in the home 6th. Fans Freddie Freeman, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Ozzie Albies each earned their prestigious Silver Slugger Award last year, and you can celebrate with a one-of-a-kind bobblehead. It's available only through a specialty ticket package on April 7th, and it is sure to sell out quickly. The Braves will be playing the Padres, I believe, on the 7th of April. Go to Braves.com/Silver Slugger for more information on that great specialty ticket package and that unique one-of-a-kind Braves bobblehead. Sean Kazmar. It's his first swings of the day. And that's off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, Sean is a true organizational Iron Man. 35 years old, still chasing the dream. He has spent the last 7 seasons playing for Gwinnett. Sean did get an opportunity in the big leagues 12 years ago in San Diego with the Padres. Couple of RBIs. With 270, 12 homers for the Stripers, all infield positions. Also made 3 relief appearances, the first time in his professional career that he pitched. So when you say well, at 35 years young, here he is. Still keeping that hope for a big league job alive. That's
Still
great.
playing.
Awesome. Hope for a big league job alive. That's
Still
great.
playing.
Awesome. Two balls, 2 strikes for Sean Kazmar, who was born in Valdosta. He was in Arizona in the offseason, and this one's fired towards center. Reyes retreats. That ball's well struck. Hand in the track goes Reyes with a terrific running catch. Kazmar launched it, but he's retired for out number 2. Drew Waters is going to bat for the first time. He's our Georgia Lottery hitting the jackpot feature. Jeff, I know you spent some time on the backfields today, and you spent a lot of time watching Drew Waters swing the bat.
Yeah, I mean, this is a confident kid right here. A kid that you see last year, the Southern League batting champion. And he told me the one thing he really wants to work on, he struck out, said 160 times last year, and he said he really wants to find a way to shrink that strike zone a little bit and put the ball in play a little bit more. But with those numbers right there, you know, that'll work too.
Yeah, he struck out 164 times in 527 at bats between Mississippi and Gwinnett, but still hit 300.
Well, and that's the point. You know, even if you 40, 50 strikeouts less, good chance the way he makes contact. Once he does hit the ball, there's going to be a couple more hits sprayed in there.
Saw Drew have a couple of at-bats yesterday, one left-handed, one right-handed. And there's definitely an edge about this kid. I don't mean it in a bad way. He's just supremely confident in his own God-given and hard-earned talent.
Yeah, well, it's what makes him good, too. What drives him. Get to see him. I'm sure on some of these road trips, get some starts coming up.
1 ball, no strikes for Waters, who lost the bat handle, and the netting saved him and the fans. And that'll bounce into our camera well.
Almost killed our camera guy. It's quick down there.
Hey, good to see Drew Plant handling the bat boy duties here in Northport.
Look at this thing. Comes right down by his head.
So Drew will get a little more pine tar. And I bring up Drew Plant. We keep talking about how it's, spring training for broadcasters, spring training for the camera folks, spring training for the coaches, manager, players, and the like. It's also spring training for the bat boy.
He had a little fall down yesterday.
He had a Drew faceplant in his first foul ball attempt. 12 feet onto the grass, and a sniper got it. So much better effort for Drew Plant in game 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. And fouled away. Let's see if Drew handles this one clean. Yep, no problem. He's a midseason form. A lot of pitches for Agrazal. But the Tigers have thrown some pretty good arms at the Braves today. Matt Manning looked good in 2 innings. Agrazal working his second. He's allowed just 1. Their way through the system and get to the big leagues and be effective. When they do, and if they're as good as the Tigers think they are going to be, Detroit will be back.
Yeah, well, they got some guys that they feel can be there. Max Fried, Mike Soroka.
All of those guys, with the exception of Perez, will probably start the year. The number 1 pick again this year after a 47-114 year in 2019. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4-1 Detroit, and a looper down the line foul. I'll tell you this, the Tigers broadcast team won't be outworked this year. Just a couple of innings ago, we saw Kirk Gibson stop by the booth.
Yeah, and I see him up top watching a little ball, getting a little scouting report in. It's always good to see him.
I think our game's being broadcast on Fox Sports Detroit this afternoon as well. So we wish Kirk Gibson, Jack Morris, and Matt Shepard best wishes for a great 2020 call. Future's bright in Detroit, and that is a great baseball city, great baseball fans, and they've got a terrific broadcast team. You folks in Motor City are lucky to have them, and we're proud to call them friends and colleagues. Sorry we didn't get to see them here in Northport, but perhaps we shall see them a little later down the road here in spring training 2020. Good at bat by Waters. A lot of pitches here. And the 2-2 is lined towards short, and that will retire the side. So the inning started with a comebacker, and a weak line drive to short ends the Braves' 6th inning. Tigers enjoy a 4-1 lead.